Okay guys, today we're going to go over the straight arm bar escape from the mount. People always ask, when I get into the straight arm bar, what do I do? And they're usually talking about the end of the equation, like right before my arm's about to snap. But there's different points in the equation of the arm bar that we need to talk about that are very important. So you're not just defending at the end, but you're defending at the beginning and the middle also. So here's what it looks like. When my opponent's over the top of me, and I've made a mistake and I've let him get his legs up underneath me, the first thing that's going to happen once my elbow's up is his arm's going to enter and he's going to grab my tricep. Once he grabs my tricep, this is the beginning of the defense. This is where I have to start defending before he sits off to the side and throws a leg over. So right from this spot right here, the first thing I want to do is I want to come and grab at his thumb and I want to peel it back. When I do, I bring the arm back in underneath and then I start attacking his waist once again to get out of the mount position. So he comes underneath, I come and I grab at his thumb. It's hard to grab at his fingers. If you can, that's fine. No gi, you can do that. But at least the thumb. Grab the horn and then pull it away. Then move your body out and bring your elbow back in underneath his leg. The next one, if I can't grab his thumb really well, or he's got a really strong grip, then I push on his elbow. So I know he's gonna go off that way, so I'm gonna set him off on that path. And I push on his elbow and I push all the way up and away. Here. And then I start climbing back down his body until my arm gets underneath again. That's the beginning of the equation. Next, let's say I miss that spot and he moves over. He comes over. Now, as soon as I get here, I know the leg's coming over. Instead of grabbing here, which most guys do, this is just a death trap. If I grab here, it's going to be a matter of time before my hands separate. So instead of grabbing here, I take my right hand and I put it in my left bicep. And then I turn my palm over because whatever's going to come over my face is what I'm going to attack. So when my opponent brings the leg over now, it never comes over my face, it comes into my hand. Then when he starts pulling, I'll come up and I'll bring my head through. So my hand's here, my arms are completely locked up and I'm much stronger than if I was ever right here. If I miss this spot and he brings the leg over, now the leg's over my head, I can't get my hand underneath, I still do the same thing. I bring my hand to my bicep and then I bring the left hand over the top of his leg and I cup it here. And the same thing occurs. The only difference is, as we turn, when my opponent goes back hard, my feet come with them, and they swing, and I come up. I don't pull my elbow out yet. I put him all the way up on top of his neck. Then I pry my right elbow out. So, if I miss it, I bring my left bicep to my right hand, and then I bring the left hand over. As he pulls, that's when I'm going to swing and come up. Then I'm going to put him all the way on top of his neck, and then pull my bicep out. Now, let's say I miss all of that. I keep making mistake after mistake. I'm here, then he puts the left foot into my bicep. Now I can't lock my arms up in a figure four anymore. Now I've made lots of mistakes. So from this position here, it's just a matter of time before my hand breaks. When it does, I need to get my elbow away from the center of his chest, because when he extends, then my arm's going to break. So as my opponent leans back, my thumb faces me and then continues to turn to him. And as that happens, my elbow is now facing that direction. So when he falls back, it buys me time. My elbow's not here, it's now here. So, last end of the equation. My opponent pushes hard, I turn. Now my elbow's facing that way, and then I walk with my legs here until I'm all the way up and out. And that's the technique of the week.